Welcome to the Ami ET podcast, a space where real stories meet real emotions. Today's episode is called Figuring It Out. It's about that confusing stage of life where nothing feels clear, when you're trying to understand who you are, what you want, and where you're going. Everyone goes through it, but no one really talks about it. Let's be honest, life lately feels like a puzzle with missing pieces. Some days everything makes sense. Other days it feels like you're just guessing your way through. And that's okay. Because figuring it out doesn't happen all at once. It happens slowly through mistakes, lessons, and small moments that change everything. Imagine this. It's a Sunday evening. The weekend's almost over and that familiar feeling hits. The mix of stress, confusion, and what am I even doing with my life? You scroll through your phone, see people posting about their achievements, vacations, and perfect routines. And suddenly you start comparing. You start thinking, why am I not there yet? That's where the story begins. Meet Neha. She's 23, just finished college, and everyone keeps asking her the same question. So what's next? She smiles and says, I'm figuring it out. But inside she's scared. She doesn't know what she wants to do. She feels like everyone else has a plan and she's the only one lost. One night she's sitting on her balcony staring at the city lights. She starts thinking about how fast everything's moving. People chasing success, money, validation. And she wonders, what if I don't want the same things? That's when she realizes something important. It's okay to move at a different pace. The next morning, she decides to take a small step. She makes a list of things that make her happy. Not what looks good on paper, but what actually feels good. Things like painting, cooking, spending time with her friends, and helping others. It's a simple list, but it reminds her that life isn't just about big goals. It's about small joys too. That's what figuring it out really means. Not having all the answers, but being brave enough to ask the right questions. Now think about your own life. When was the last time you did something just because it made you happy? Not because it was productive, not because it looked good online, but because it made you feel alive. Sometimes we forget that happiness doesn't always come from success. It comes from peace, from being okay with where you are, even if it's not perfect. Neha starts to notice small changes. She stops comparing herself to others. She starts journaling, writing down her thoughts, her fears, her dreams. She starts saying no to things that drain her energy. And slowly she begins to feel lighter. But life isn't a straight line. There are still days when she feels lost, when nothing goes right, when she questions everything again. And that's normal. Because growth isn't about never falling. It's about learning how to get back up. One day, Neha meets an old friend who seems to have everything figured out. A great job, a stable life. But as they talk, her friend admits that she also feels lost sometimes. That's when Neha realizes something powerful. Everyone is figuring it out, even the people who look like they have it all together. We live in a world that celebrates certainty, people who know exactly what they want. But the truth is, most of us are just trying to make sense of things as we go. And that's not failure, that's being human. So if you're listening right now and you feel stuck, confused, or unsure about your next step, remember this. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to keep moving, keep trying, and keep believing that clarity will come when it's meant to. Take a deep breath. Look around. Notice the little things. The sound of the wind, the warmth of sunlight, the comfort of your favorite song. These small moments are reminders that life is happening right now, not somewhere in the future. Neha learns that figuring it out isn't about reaching a destination. It's about enjoying the journey. It's about learning, growing, and becoming a little more yourself every day. So take it slow. Don't rush your story. The best chapters take time to unfold. And if today feels heavy, remind yourself, you've made it through every hard day so far. You're stronger than you think, and you're doing better than you realize. Life isn't a race. It's a journey of figuring it out one step at a time. Thank you for listening to the Ami ET podcast. If this episode made you think, share it with someone who might need to hear it. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and remember, it's okay not to have it all figured out. You're exactly where you need to be.